Hi, I'm Mike Clayson,
Walter von Hune.
and today we're going to do another one of our epic videos on disaster preparedness. This is going to be something a little different. Most people are used to being lectured about what they need to do in order to prepare, and you've got some expert telling you to do this or do that, and maybe you've got somebody you've heard on the news about what it's like, from a brief clip of some victim of some disaster who talks about they have nothing. But what we have here in this situation is my friend Walter and his wife were living a very comfortable life in Santa Rosa, and they were sound asleep in their beds without a care. And the next thing you know, all hell broke loose. And so, what this video is about is what happens to a normal human being in an emergency when they haven't really thought ahead about what they need to do in case there is a disaster and they haven't planned for it. So, with that intro, Walter, why don't you start?
Yeah, as you said, dead asleep on a Sunday night.
What time?
Three. What?
What time?
Well, that's what I'm getting
Oh, okay, sorry.
to. 3 a.m. in the morning. We're in bed. Wind's blowing pretty hard, and there's smoke in the air. We just didn't think anything about it when we went to bed, and we get a phone call from one of my wife's teachers, and says, "Get out! You got to get out now because the fire is coming." You wake up and you are literally not sure what to do. You really don't know what to do. The electricity is out, and you're like, okay, I got to find a flashlight for the first thing so I can get around the house and see. And that's
where-
what we did.
Where did you find the flashlight?
I think I had one in my nightstand,
Okay.
and I'm not sure where Kimberly found one or if I found another one
Okay.
for her. We lived in a two-story house, and we decided, well, let's what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? And so
All right, so did you meet at the foot of the bed and say, "Here's a plan"?
we're both getting up. We're not in a meeting or anything. You're getting up saying, "Oh, geez, we got to get the hell out of here."
Now, did you
Uh,
go outside to see if there
well,
was fire?
I was just going to say that.
Okay.
First thing I did was go outside to see if the flames are coming. The smoke was so thick and the wind's blowing 60 miles an hour. And just as I went outside, a cop car goes by, and literally all I could hear was, you couldn't even hear evacuation.
Sure.
So when you you see a cop car go by and hear evacuate, you say, this is serious, man. So I went back inside, told Kimberly, we got to get out. We got to get out now. Grab whatever you can and let's go. Strange thing about that is both of us thought, okay, the fire is coming, but we'll be back. We're going to be back.
Well, what made you think that, just out of curiosity?
We didn't see flames.
Okay, and your house is in a regular tract, right? Is it
Regular, yeah.
And there's
yeah.
space around each house.
There's room.
And there's not a lot of vegetation or anything like that.
You know,
It's a normal
but
tract home.
it's not
neighborhood.
like we turned on the radio to listen to see. All we knew is we had to grab whatever we could, and get out. Kimberly kind of didn't believe that we were in enough danger that we wouldn't be back.
Sure.
And me too.
Yeah.
And so she was maybe 10 feet away from our wedding album that she'd meticulously put together and stuff. And she said, we'll be back. I'm just going to leave that.
Okay.
I went upstairs.
Okay, so let's talk about minute by minute. So you got the phone call.
Yeah.
You found a flashlight. You went outside to see if you could see any fire.
Yeah.
Then you came back upstairs to Kimberly. I'm sure
Downstairs.
Downstairs. And then you decided. How did you and Kimberly divide up the work? What did you do?
It's not like you divide up the work. It's like, hey, grab whatever you think you want to take, and I'm going to grab whatever I think I want to take. It's not like you do this and I do this.
Okay.
When you're in that situation, you don't have a normal thought process of saying, okay, here's what we do. We do this and we do this.
Right.
You're just going crazy.
I'm just trying to understand what you did.
Yeah.
Okay, so you basically, the understanding you had with Kimberly is you get what you need and I'll get what I need.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you do first?
I go upstairs. The first thing I did is I went to the safe and got all the paperwork,
Okay.
and I had it in a box. Okay, you know, a little
Like a
thing.
folder?
Yeah, yeah, and it was passports, birth certificates, you know, all the information like that.
Okay.
It wasn't insurance information.
Well, we'll get there. But
You know, but it was just that. I took it to the car.
so you took it downstairs. You threw it in the car.
Yeah, I threw it in the car.
Okay.
And then whatever she had taken, remember too that we, you know, got dressed. I put on a pair of jeans and a t-shirt, and you know, I don't know, she had, you know, whatever she wore,
Okay.
and that was it.
All right.
And-
So wait. So let's just talk. Let's slice this a little thinner. So, so the first trip you took your documents and
Yeah.
put them in the car. Kimberly's going back and forth at the same time.
doing whatever she's doing.
Right. So then the second trip, if you can remember.
Second trip, I went to my office. I
Okay.
remember that, and was in the entertainment business. I'm
Okay.
retired, but I had a lot of quote memorabilia, put it that way, and things that I grabbed some pictures that I had in my desk. I didn't take anything off my walls where I had
The best stuff.
the best stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some stuff here, but
Yeah.
I won't get into it. And just grabbed a few things, you know,
Okay.
and
Did you put them in a folder? Or?
no, forget putting them in anything.
Okay.
You just grab them and take them down to the car and you throw it in.
Okay.
And you run back in and you're trying to see, oh, geez, what else do I need? Kimberly, I remembered, had this beautiful Native American plate from her mother. And it's not, maybe it's valuable too, but it was just very sentimental. And so I took that off the wall in the living room, I think, and I took it. I might have wrapped it in something and put it in the car, so
So
it
you
didn't
took that
break.
plate by itself, put it in the car.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, and
Okay.
so running around without knowing exactly what I was doing.
Okay, so the best of your recollection. So you got some ID papers. You taken papers from your desk.
Yeah,
And you rescued Kimberly's plate. Can you remember taking anything else out of the house?
I can't remember taking
Okay.
anything else. It's not like, you know, food or water or
Right.
clothes or anything like that.
Okay, so you didn't try and pack a suitcase.
Didn't try to pack a suitcase or anything like that. I think we had 15 minutes to get out.
Based on
And
what?
based on the phone call saying the fire is
Okay.
X place away.
Okay.
And since I didn't see flames, I felt
Right.
okay. And so we did. But Mike, the other thing that happened is, and maybe in my mind, I thought we'd be back too, because when we left, I backed out the cars. She drove one, I drove the other. I went back, I closed that garage door and I locked it, went out the side door and locked it,
Sure.
and thought to myself, ooh, I don't want looters or anyone to
Right,
come if
right.
any other houses burned, thinking we're going to be back. But driving down the hill, we saw spot fires
Okay,
and
but
shit.
we're not there yet, though. So why is it you thought that your house wouldn't be burned?
I don't know. It's what actually happened is the entire neighborhood was
We're
gone.
not there yet. So you
Yeah.
kind of giving away the ending here. So, so you looked around. You had in your mind, you know, we're doing it. We're following the rules.
Yeah.
We're following the orders. To be on the safe side, we're getting out of here. But as soon as the fire passes, then we'll come back and
Yes.
resume our lives.
Yeah.
So you locked up your house like you were going to go away for any other reason. And it was based on what? The fact the way the house was situated?
No, not at all. It had nothing to do with anything like that. Just the mindset.
Okay.
We both could not believe that we would lose everything.
Got it. So it was just beyond your ability to
Yeah.
conceptualize that. Okay. Good. So, all right. So you've gone back and forth. You don't recall anything in particular else that you may have rescued?
I don't remember. I remember that Kimberly in the garage had a bin, which was her personal stuff. She modeled,
Yeah.
earlier in her career and did stuff and had stuff from her mother. And it was like one of those big Costco bins with a yellow.
Plastic bin.
Yeah. And we had that in the garage there, and safekeeping and
Yeah.
everything. I passed that thing up every time I went to that. I never in my mind said, "Oh, I got to take that. That's important." I just didn't think, and she didn't think about it either.
Yeah.
I took instead, we collected ancient Santas or whatever you call them. We had about 40 or more that we put up at Christmas time, and some were quite valuable.
Yeah.
And so I thought to myself, this is how the mind works. I said, "Oh, I got to grab 2 boxes of those," and there were 2 boxes with ribbons on them, and I said, "Oh, those must be it." Throw them in the car.
Yeah.
They were just regular ornaments. I had no clue. We could have cared less about those.
Yeah. Okay. So, when did you finally decide it was time to leave? After you had done enough packing?
At once we put stuff in the car and we said, "Let's get out,"
Okay.
because if this fire is coming, we got to get out.
So when you decided to get in the car, did you have any food with you?
No,
Water?
no,
Extra clothes?
no,
Money?
no.
Extra cash?
Well, no, not really.
Okay.
No,
Just
we-
you
that-
brought your wallet, thank goodness.
Yeah, whatever I had with my wallet
She
and the
had her
keys.
purse, I
and
assume.
She had her purse.
Okay.
And-
But nothing else.
Nothing else.
Okay.
And
So then you headed down the road.
we headed down the road. That's like I said, we saw spot fires.
Okay.
We saw things, and that's when I saw the flames in different places.
Yeah.
That's when I started going, "Oh, geez, man, this is serious
Okay,
now."
So let's cut it here. Part 1. We're going to come back with part 2 about the aftermath.
Bye.